Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Sebastien Boyer, the approved guy, and on this video, I'm going to be introducing to you a strategy and a combined concept that I am calling Metalife Banking. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Metalife Banking, what is it? Metalife Banking consists of three strategies. Number one, estate planning, which includes setting up a trust. Number two, infinite banking, which includes setting up a whole life insurance with high cash value. And number three, velocity banking, which includes leveraging a line of credit to eliminate debt or to generate cash flow to produce wealth. Let's start with estate planning. Setting up a trust is a very easy thing to do if you know where to go and who to work with. Most attorneys charge anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 to set up a trust. I have a resource that I'll be able to refer you to that is only charging $500 to $700, and you'll be able to work with attorneys. Setting up a trust is a very important thing. Living trust is something that everyone should do, and you should put your will and testament in your trust. All of your assets go into your trust. That includes your property, your car, anything of value, gold, jewelry, anything that you want to leave or transfer to the next generation. By putting your assets in a trust, you're able to protect those assets while you're living from litigation. After you set up the trust, you want to apply for an EIN for your trust so that the trust has its own tax ID number. You also want to set up a bank account for your trust and fund your trust. What this does is, by having a separate tax ID for the trust and putting your assets in the trust, if someone tries to sue you personally, or they try to sue your business, if your trust owns the business, or if your trust owns your property, or your trust owns your assets, then they can't sue the trust if they're trying to sue you. So it creates a layer of protection for your assets while you're living. But then when you die, and believe it or not, we are all going to go. When that day and time comes, and it's time for your assets to be transferred to the next generation, having a trust allows for your assets to avoid probate, including your will. That can also include the next part of the Metalife banking strategy, which is infinite banking, which is your whole life insurance policy. Having insurance, life insurance, is very important. And having any insurance is better than no insurance. So if you can't afford a whole life policy, at least get something like a convertible term policy, especially if you have children or loved ones that count on you for your standard of living. But what I would love to do is help you set up a policy with a whole life major mutual company. I work with the top major mutuals. And the companies I work with, these insurance carriers, they pass their dividends to you directly as the client. And so you're able to get up to 6% on dividends with guarantees between 2 to 3%. With these policies, you're able to allocate between 80 to 90% of your payment or premium towards cash value. So for example, if you put in $100,000, we can allocate $80,000 to $90,000 as cash value. As a result, that cash value is going to be growing with the guaranteed plus the compound interest rate growth. This is the only place in the entire IRS tax code that you can put your money, and it's going to grow tax-free. Tax-free growth, guys. That's right. Now, what makes this so powerful is that you can then borrow from your policy and use the money in your investments. This is not an alternative investment strategy. This is an alternative saving strategy. Instead of saving your money in the bank, which is giving you nothing back except the value of your money is going down and your money is at risk if you were sued, if there was any litigation. Not to mention, if there was a major currency change, such as fiat changing to crypto or gold. Inside your life insurance policy, the standard will adjust. In your bank account, you lose all the value of that currency. So parking your money inside of the life insurance policy is a smart and a safe place to place your money as an alternative saving strategy. And then you borrow money from your policy to then invest in your whatever you want to do. That could be real estate investing, stock market, your business, whatever you want to invest in. Don't limit yourself in your gains. Park your money in the policy, borrow from it. And the best thing is the insurance carriers that I work with will allow you to borrow the money from the policy. And even while the money is out of the policy, they will continue to pay you the dividends and the compound interest growth inside the policy. So your money is doing more than one thing at a time. It's doing almost 4 things at the same time. It's growing compound interest. It's protected inside of a safe place from any litigation. It's secured a death benefit, which is generational wealth that you can leave as a legacy to the next generation. The way I would structure this is we would set up the trust and you would purchase the policy through the trust. So the trust owns the policy. You then make the trust the beneficiary on the policy. As a result, the funds, when distributed to the trust, the laws of your trust will determine how the funds will then get distributed to your children or to your future generation or whoever you want to leave, even if it's a nonprofit or however you want to do it. So you start with the trust. Then we set up the policy, purchase the trust through the policy, and make the trust the beneficiary. By doing this, you have the access to the money. You can leverage that while you're living, but your money is protected. Your money is growing compound interest, and it's tax-free growth. And this leads us to velocity banking. You can use your infinite banking strategy, policy, cash value, and treat it like a line of credit to practice velocity banking, to eliminate debt, to pay off your mortgage, to pay off credit cards. And if you are in a position where you don't have the cash flow to put into the policy, then what we want to do is help you get your credit right so that you can secure a line of credit, and we can teach you how to leverage the line of credit to pay off your debt as fast as possible, where you will literally pay 0% on the line of credit if you do this properly. Velocity banking is a strategy that leverages a line of credit, and you put all your income into the line of credit, thereby reducing the average daily balance of the line of credit, and then using that line of credit to pay for your bills and expenses, and periodically chunking a lump sum towards debts to pay off debts faster. If done properly through proper planning and strategy, there is no other way to pay off debts faster than velocity banking. It is not for everybody, and it's definitely not for you if you have a hard time handling multiple accounts. But by dumping or putting your income into the line of credit, you avoid the interest or push it down to where it's little to nothing. You can also practice velocity banking using 0% interest promotion credit cards, as well as rewards points on credit cards. The rewards points themselves can become another form of currency coming back to you. These are all strategic ways of getting interest coming back, revenue or income coming back, interest growing, protecting your money, and this is called Metalife Banking. Coming soon, I'll be launching metalifebanking.com. For now, you can check me out at metalifeplan.com. And if you want to receive a free consultation on your Metalife banking strategy, click the link below and schedule a free consultation. I look forward to seeing you on the call. Make it a great life.